Hey Mo, how you doing?
Good, very good, very good. All
I
right,
got my
actually,
videographer with me today. We're just filming some stuff.
oh, hi, how you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey, he be working you hard, or he a good boss. That's a nice traction you got right there. This capacitor.
Yeah, this is his device now. It's coming true.
I
Sweet.
look good.
So, is this the 5.3-inch one or the scale down?
No. This one scale 1 to 1 as I have in a model, but
Okay, so
this is not
it's
the full thing.
5.3 inches in diameter right now.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one is not the full thing inside. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This only to demonstrate it to me what is a mistake I saw. So I found a lot of mistake. It's
Yeah.
not mistake in a dimension, mistake how we can assemble it or disassemble it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, an example. I will go share a screen with you.
Yeah.
One of the thing, definitely, this one will become is any weld will be than this one. Is any weld?
Say
No
again?
welding.
No welding necessary. Everything is gonna connect like screws mechanisms.
Okay, that's why here I found some mistakes, but it's running inside is perfect, is moving.
Is
Okay,
it free spinning?
yeah, it's spinning now here. See
Okay.
it?
And then the outer thing will spin the opposite way when it's mounted inside the sphere.
Okay, so you can do that too. You
Okay,
can
great.
do.
So tell me what problems you ran into and then let's find some.
Yes, I will definitely I will share a screen with you and make some modification after this one. It's called dry run to just figure out what's going on there.
So you weren't able to do the outer octahedrons in there, were you? What were they too small?
No, I didn't went in diving deeply. No, not yet. No.
Okay. So
This only
here's
thing
what
is
I'm
a
thinking.
very common thing in
Yeah.
assembly.
Go ahead. Here, let me give you share screen access. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
So here's what I'm thinking, because like, remember we're trying to scale it down, and that's gonna make everything.
I did. Scaling down here.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is, did we scale it down too much to where the thickness it won't print properly?
Exactly.
So, okay, here's what I'm thinking though. Okay, so we have two options, right? We figure out a way to scale it down, and in the long term that will be better, because like when we try to incorporate it into shoes and things like that, it's gonna be better. Because the benefit of that is the kiln we want to use is $700, and it allows 5 inches by 5 inches by 5 inches, right?
Yes.
But there's a kiln that's double the cost that can do up to 7 inches. So we can just like blow our budget on the kiln, and we'll try to make more money with what we're doing here.
If you lifted this one 5 inch, 7,000 is cheaper. If you can lift this one foot up in the air, $7,000 is a minimum thing you can sell with this one.
Oh no, we're if as soon as we get it flying, we're just gonna go straight into pre-order sales for the Cube satellites. So
right.
we're gonna sell each Cube satellite for 10 grand, because normally they're paying 30 grand and they don't get to choose orbit, but we're gonna sell it for 10 grand and they get to choose an orbit. Okay. And remember, it flies by, if we do all the dimensions right and it generates enough power, it flies by its own weight and can support extra weight. So it literally will fly straight up into the air if we don't like have a frequency oscillator on it, like a radio control device, and it will just go straight up into the atmosphere. Like that's the power of this electric propulsion. Okay. All right, so yeah, tell me what issues you ran into and how you.
So one of the issue here, how you can connect this to this. So I make these features.
Okay, remember though the two mounting points.
Yes. And also this one was to be 3 millimeter. I changed it to be 5 millimeter because when you scale it, becomes shrink it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This one complete success. The tolerance is perfect. No issue with the tolerance in a 3D printer or real print.
Yeah.
There's no issue.
What we should do is we should label everything by what metal it's going to be, so you know if you need to print.
Exactly. I want to know that.
You want to do that right now?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Did you complete both coils, by the way?
Not yet. Yes.
Okay, I would do that, because get on that as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go through one by one. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 colors. Okay, we're gonna have aluminum, which can be that silvery color that you
This
have.
one aluminum.
Yeah, you can make that
Hold on
aluminum.
a second. I can do it right now while we're talking.
Okay, so we'll have aluminum. We'll have
Hold on a
zirconium,
second. Hold on a second, please.
which will
Hold
be
on a second.
white.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So I can assign material here.
So that's gonna be zirconium.
This one, what is material here?
Zirconium. So it's gonna be white. So we'll have 4 colors.
Z. Can you spell it?
Z-I-R.
D-I-R.
Z as in zebra.
Z first.
Yeah, Z-I-R. Zirconium. Yeah, there it is. Other metals right there. It's technically not a metal, but okay.
Okay.
Okay, so can you make 4 separate colors? So make zirconium white. We'll
What
have
is white?
yeah, make zirconium white. We'll have aluminum silver. We'll have copper, the normal copper orangey color, and then we'll have iron black. Okay.
So this one's finished.
So that one will be white. Go ahead and make that white.
Okay.
You can start editing on the ads while we're doing this.
Okay, no big deal now. Color change later. This first important materials. So,
So that one will be black, or you can actually we'll just leave it as red since that's the only iron.
okay. So what's the material? The most important thing here.
Yeah, the red material is iron and the yellow material is copper. So iron.
Okay, hold on a second. The first one here. Iron.
Iron, I-R-O-N.
Okay. Because we have so many iron here. Which one?
Probably yeah, ductile iron's fine.
Okay. Here we go, turn the black.
And then that is copper. The coil is copper.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, so many copper. Which
Just
one?
regular
This one?
copper's fine. Yeah.
This one?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, why is this happening? Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
All right.
The main thing.
All right. So
Okay, so now we'll do that.
okay, so this one finished. So behind this guy, this done behind this guy. Okay, what about this
Okay,
guy?
so yeah, that whole circle is all zirconium, but not the central capacitor.
This is center capacitor, right?
Yeah, that's not zirconium. That's aluminum, but everything else is zirconium.
Okay, so
you're gonna have to separate those.
Aluminum. Which one aluminum?
I think ours is it was like 1060, something like that. 1060 alloy.
H14, 1060.
Let me find it real quick. It's a specific alloy we're using for the printing. You have enough juice to edit your videos?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, we're using aluminum 6061.
What?
6061.
6061. All right, alloy. Good.
Oh, I need your cell phone. Can you shut it off?
And then the outer structure is zirconium.
1 second. The outer structure, what does this mean? This guy?
No. That is aluminum, but the whole circle mechanism is all zirconium. Yes. So that gray bit is all.
So this one 2 pieces?
Yeah, it's two separate. Remember the central
So
capacitor
this one
that
is
should not be
separate than
attached. Yeah.
this.
Yeah, that should not be attached. It can mount to each other later, but it shouldn't be attached right now.
Oh, so this
Yeah,
one
because they're two different materials. Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna have to fix that and find a new mounting way.
Okay. All right. Let me
Okay.
write it now. Note here. I'll have to write it down notes so we can. Comments. Okay. On 12/5/22 ion can you spell zirconium again?
Zirconium is the circular structure, and the center octahedron is
Yeah, can you spell zirconium again?
BIRCONIUM.
All right. Hold on a second.
Are you having someone else edit these, or are you doing all the edits?
I do everything.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
let's go back to the main structure. So let's do the royal blue octahedrons now.
This guy, we'll do this one.
Okay, we can do that one. So that
This
one, there's going to be a few different configurations for that one. So there's three layers, right?
Yes.
The top layer and the bottom layer will change, but the middle layer is zirconium.
Okay. So the first one, which
The
one?
top layer and the bottom layer will switch back and forth between aluminum and copper. So like one will have aluminum on top, one will have copper on top. The other one will have aluminum on bottom, copper on bottom. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. So the first one, for example, aluminum. What type of aluminum?
Same type. It was the 6061.
61. Okay. All right, this one.
And it would just switch back and forth between copper and aluminum.
how
And
about
then the
this
one with
one?
holes is zirconium.
Zirconium. ZI.
ZIRCON. There it is at the bottom.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. And you say then this one sometime become what?
So all of the ones with holes are zirconium forever. But on our device, it's going to be aluminum on top, copper on bottom. Then the next one's going to be copper on top, aluminum on bottom. And then it's going to switch back and forth because that's going to pulse the voltage. Remember?
Okay.
Remember how we're pulsing the voltage back and forth?
Yes. Yes. Okay. What about this guy here?
So all of those, it's three layers. The outermost layer is aluminum. The
Okay, hold on a
middle
second.
layer with holes is zirconium, and the interior
Oh.
layer with spark gaps is copper.
Okay, so I didn't do this one.
So the outermost layer is aluminum.
Aluminum?
Yeah. The biggest layer on the outside is aluminum. The middle layer that has holes is zirconium, and then the spark gap layer is copper. Make sense?
Okay.
So it's a
Yes, I
capacitor.
got it. Yes, so 6061 alloy, right? Same?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, and so that one
And then-
saved.
Remember, that's 3 layers. So the middle layer that has holes in it.
Yeah, the middle layer, I didn't do it, the holes inside.
Oh, make sure to do that. It's really important.
Okay, so
Like-
the holes here.
Yeah, for the middle
Uh,
layer, just like you did for the plate capacitors.
Yes, yes. Hold on a second. So the holes have a configuration, or I can just put hole
It
around
can be
it?
a kind of the same way a descending octahedron in kind of like a pyramid shape, where there's just like holes equally spaced, going into a pyramid shape where there's you know, a lot on the
I know
bottom.
the whole size is the same or bigger or smaller.
The same as the plate capacitors is fine. Whatever you did for the plate capacitor, if it printed well with the plate capacitors, do that same size. It's fine.
I know, but here we have in configuration. The bigger
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah, same configuration is
Okay,
fine.
good. All right.
But the
And
biggest
this
ones
one-
are near the diameter, near the base, and then it gets smaller as you go up. Make sense?
Okay. Yes. This is zirconium.
That's zirconium, the middle layer. Yes.
Okay.
And then we're also going to have to follow the law of squares once we really dial in the dimensions of everything.
Okay.
How's it going?
Well, good. I'm transferring everything from your phone.
Okay. If you need a cord, I can run down in the car.
Okay.
I never used zirconium before.
Yeah, it's a great dielectric to put in between capacitors, and it just so happens they already have zirconium for 3D printing. They also have silicon carbide, but the problem with that is it's stronger, but it has toxic chemicals if it's heated up. So like we want to make it human safe, so that's why we chose zirconium. Zirconium's kind of like, yeah, zirconium's kind of like a mica material where it's ceramic. So,
Nice.
yeah. Okay, so the middle is zirconium, and then the interior with the spark gap is copper. So this will give you an idea of where you need to add mounting structures to where and all that stuff.
Okay. So now we've done this one.
Sure, if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
You want one?
Good with that. Good with this. Now inside here.
Okay,
This guy
so
what?
so the outermost layer is aluminum.
1 second, please.
Pull up my notes too.
When you go to do it,
Huh?
when you print it.
As soon as you're ready, man. We have the 3D printer, and we have enough material for 1 iteration, so we really got to do it right. And then hopefully that will be enough to get us results or get us funding, because we're running on pennies now with the debt levels.
Okay, so here what?
Try not to maximize your hours every week.
Okay, man. When you finish that, you just give me more hours. So
Oh yeah, remember it turns into a 6-figure job as soon as we have a flying prototype. So
okay,
guaranteed 6 figures as soon as we have a flying prototype.
Okay, so this one what?
Okay, so the outermost layer is aluminum.
Aluminum. Hold on a second. Aluminum. Yeah, 6061. Here. All right. So this one done. Right. What about this guy?
So that going from outermost to innermost, it's aluminum, zirconium with holes.
This
Copper.
holes too here?
Huh?
Is the holes here?
Yeah, on the second outermost layer is holes. Zirconium. So any zirconium should have holes for all of the capacitors.
Okay.
Both the plate, the outer octahedrons, and the center octahedron.
Okay, so any found any zirconium in this stuff, I have to make a hole.
If you see any zirconium, that has holes.
Okay. Right. So what's this layer?
Which layer are you on now?
I'm a third one.
So That would be copper.
So if you cut here, this one be copper. Okay. How about this guy?
The next layer after that is zirconium.
And they have a holes too.
Yeah, all zirconiums have holes.
Sure. How about this guy?
Which layer are you on now? The next one? Okay, so what have you done so far?
We've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Number
So-
5, 6, 7 left.
Okay, so if you just did zirconium, yeah? So the next one would be copper. And then it would be yeah. So do copper first, and then there's 2 left, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on
Yeah.
a second.
Because this one's also a magnet.
What's the magnet?
The central capacitor. It's both a capacitor and a magnet.
But
So
we have steel here.
I'll show you in a second after you do that layer.
Okay. So this one we're saying,
That's the third innermost layer. It's
yeah.
copper.
Mhm.
And remember that it's both sides, right? Both sides of the octahedron.
Okay. After copper. What this guy?
Iron. This is where the magnet comes in because it becomes an electromagnet. So when you're changing just this one side, does it do the opposite side too?
No, I have to do it again. Doesn't matter.
Okay, but you'll know which one it is.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Iron, what's gray iron?
Whatever we did for the electromagnets, I think it was ductile iron, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, ductile iron.
Yeah, just keep it consistent. We'll change it if we need to. I think it was. Let me see if it shows what kind of iron it was.
I'll go now.
And then the innermost layer is copper again.
Okay. Let's cover.
Yeah, it's either pure iron or high carbon iron. We can print in both.
Okay, this one.
And then the innermost layer with the spark gap is copper. Is that the one with the spark gap?
Yes. Here was spark caps.
Okay, cool.
So I go follow other one. Doesn't have to be visible.
Yeah. So just make all the colors.
How about this guy?
That's zirconium.
Mm.
Same with the spinning circle as well.
Right. Oh, good to go.
All right, so let's just review it one more time, make sure we did everything right.
Okay, 1 second.
And that coil is copper.
Yeah, I know that one. Right.
And the dodecahedron, it depends how
How
you
this
mount
guy
it.
here?
Oh, what are you pointing at? Yeah, so it depends how you mount it. It can It can be copper to maximize more, or it can be zirconium. If you mount it right, it can be copper. If not, just make it zirconium for now. Keep it simple. And then that's the 12-sided one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you had an opening mechanism at the very top pentagon?
That's what we have.
So yeah, so you see how it's 12 sides, 12
Yes.
pentagons, right? Just make one of the pentagons be able to open up at the very top. So you put one pentagon top side up and have that one be removable. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And it may or may not be able to function with holes depending on how you design the rest of it. I don't do holes right now, but it may be able to function with holes later on. So make top side pentagon open.
One side.
Yeah, but make sure it's flush at the top,
Yes.
right? Yeah, just
Yeah.
because we're gonna put a ton of crystalline piezo powder in it, and it's gonna help act as a crystal frequency oscillator. So that device is what will help control. If you're familiar with like remote control cars, that's gonna help us control the frequency of the energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to 1 second here.
And that's zirconium.
1 second. So we need the open. We will.
Yes, make sure it's hollow, of course.
Yes. Fill with what material?
So the reason why we're making holes with all the zirconium is we're putting piezoelectric power in all of them. So crystal power.
Piezo?
E-I-E-Z-O.
B-I-Z-O.
E-Z-O, yeah, it's fine.
Piezo material?
Piezoelectricity. Yeah, piezoelectric material. So like quartz crystal, for instance, is a piezoelectric material. So that's why we need all those like opening and closing mechanisms so we can put in the powder after it's done printing. Does this all make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just I want to make sure I have notes enough so I can go through it. Okay. I think we have everything here.
Okay, let's just review everything real quick. Make sure you got it all.
Okay. I don't know why this guy keeps stuck here. Yeah. Anyhow, you are now out of BDM. Okay, so the BDM file, which when we started revisions, right? My main customers, I let them in BDM file. What a BDM file is a data management. It's completely all revision under control. Everything changed. We have a revision. I can call up any back revisions as long as if we go into longer relationship. Some customer I have, they completely almost 2 years now working together. So I haven't have them in PDM, because when I have in BDM, when you have your model BDM, anytime you tell me, oh, you remember 2 months ago we done that revision, I need this revision back. You can have it. Anything about the documentation, why we make that change, everything we can under control. You wanna like any print 2D CADs, STL files, everything is become saved and completely in the vaults. So if you're going, for example, if you're going to open your own company to do that job, so we can have that everything for other engineering to work with.
Okay, yeah, like here's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this thing flying, get some funding, whether that's externally or through our pre-order sales. Then you can go full time at this. And then if you want to start bringing on other engineers to help you, we can do it at that point. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because remember, after we finish this, we have to do the flying shoes, we have to do the capacitor metal spacesuit, and then we'll scale up to a human-rated 2 to 3 seater spacecraft.
All
Okay.
right, no big deal. That
All right.
sounds
So
good
let's
to me.
let's review. Make sure you got all the right
Okay.
things.
So this one, we assign the material here.
Mm-hmm.
Assign this material.
Wait. Tell me what the materials you assigned them as, though.
Okay, let me go one by one. So this guy here,
That's see.
zirconium.
Can you color them too? That
And
would.
this,
So we
this
make
one
all.
here, look, we color in here
Yeah.
based on the material data sheets.
So let's make all zirconium white. Let's make all aluminum silver. And let's make all copper the coppery orange color, and then all iron black. That will keep things.
Okay, so the zirconium is white here.
Yeah, let's make all zirconium white.
All the zirconium is white by itself.
Yeah.
The solid work already assigned a color for them.
Great.
So the zirconium is called white here, and this one is done. Second guy here,
That's aluminum, so that will be silvery.
we will see. This one, alloy 6, aluminum 661.
You got it.
Okay. So
And make that, yeah, that silvery is fine. Next one.
Next one. Open this guy. Zirconium.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one seemed to be covered, but double check. This cover.
Yeah. Let's is that the normal copper color? That's fine. Okay.
Right. And this one seemed to be zirconium.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, zirconium. And this one, open this guy. This one cover.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the
Iron? Yeah. Ductile iron.
ductile iron.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, it's cover.
Mm-hmm. Great. It's all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Finishing.
So let's go. You did the electromagnets, yeah?
Yeah, so this one, let me go hide this guy. This guy here.
So the C-shaped is iron, and the coil
The
is
C-shape is ductile
iron, and then the coil is
This
copper.
one, it's a cover.
Uh-huh. Can you change it to a copper color? Why is it yellow?
Sure.
I love how you edit it. It's so funny. What is that an ad?
Yeah, this the ad.
Oh, okay.
So far I got like 2 of them done.
Nice. Well, let's aim for like 3 to 5.
I'm on the 3rd one now.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go back to the main one. So we got that capacitors and then the octahedron capacitors. So remember those switch back and forth between aluminum and copper?
Yes. So
And
this
then-
one here,
Yeah, whatever.
this alloy, this aluminum.
Yep. Uh-huh. And then the next one should be zirconium with holes.
This one. This one's zirconium.
And then the innermost one should be copper.
This is copper.
Great. And so remember what you need to do for this week. We got to finally add the coil, last Starship coil. We got to make holes for all the zirconium capacitors. So you might want to write this down. And then we want to, okay, so now do the plate capacitors. So the plate capacitors, the top one is going to switch back and forth between aluminum and copper. The middle one is always zirconium. And then the bottom one switches back and forth. So if it's, so this one specifically, let me just give you an example before you do anything. So the top one for this one will be aluminum, middle is zirconium, bottom is copper. Then the one right next to it, the top one will be copper, middle zirconium, bottom aluminum. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay.
Good to go.
All right, so just add those in, fix all the colors. Okay, so you got three big things you got to figure out. You got to finish the coil, you got to add the sphere, and add holes to all the zirconian things, and make sure, and then try printing everything based on the material, and see if there's anything we have to add for mounting mechanisms or anything like that. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So what you want to do is just print all the materials separately, and then see how you have to connect them. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Great. You got your path for this week.
Yeah, I have enough now for this week. Please write it down all the stuff so I can have them as a reference.
Yeah, repeat it back to me real quick.
Write it down.
Oh, you want to write it down? Do you have a pen and paper?
Do you have in the video? You have in the video?
Yeah, I'll share you this link after, and I'll text it to you as well.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right, I'll text you soon, buddy.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.